Hi, Paramanand Ashok Pawar, working as an assistant professor in NB Namale, Sinhagad College of Engineering, Solapur. Now I have completed my MTech in Power System and currently I am having the teaching experience of 8 years. Today we are dealing with very important topic of alternator, and that topic of alternator is called as EMF equation of alternator. So as we know that if the relative motion between the conductor and the flux, the EMF is induced in a circuit. So this is law is called as the electromagnetic law of induction. So depending upon that will derive the EMF equation of alternator. So let's start to derive the EMF equation of alternator. So as we know that, let the phi J is equal to useful flux per pole in Webers. P is total number of poles. Zp is initial numbers of conductors or coil sides in series per phase. Tp is total number of coils or turns per phase. So Z is equal to number of conductor, T is equal to total number of turns. N is equal to speed of rotation of rotor on revolutions per second. So the speed is available in RPS, that is revolution per second, and F is the frequency of generated voltage. Since the value of frequency in terms of hertz, since the flux per pole is 5, the each stator conductor cuts a flux that is P5. The average value of generated voltage per conductor is equal to flux cut per revolution in Weber divided by time taken for one revolution in seconds. Since N is the revolutions are made in 1 second, one revolution will be made in 1 by N. So N, as we know that N is the speed of rotation in revolution per second, but the value of one revolution is given by 1 by N second. Therefore, the time for revolution of armature is a 1 by N. So, this is very important concept while we are deriving the EMF equation of alternator. So, secondly, the average voltage generated per conductor is, the EMF of conductor is P5, because as we know that P is a number of poles, phi is the flux, and N is the speed of revolutions in terms of per second. So it will be give you the average per conductor, that is P5 divided by 1 into N. So it will be give you the equation that is 1 by N. So this N is transferred to the upper side. So the equation is P phi N. So this is the equation number first. We know that the fundamental formula, that is Ns is equal to 120 upon P. So from that particular formula I will get the value of frequency, that is Pn by 120. So this will be the formula while calculating the value of frequency, that is Ns is equal to 120 upon P. So rearranging the different terms will get the value of frequency, and that value is called as F is equal to Pn by 120. So let's start the actual equation of induced EMF. So for understanding of that particular thing, we should know that is Z is equal to total number of conductors or coil sides in a series connection. So Z is equal to 2T. So as we know that T is equal to number of coils or turns per phase. Remember, one turn coil has two coil sides. Means one your two coil has the two coil sides. Okay, so next, that is P is equal to number of poles, F is equal to frequency of induced EMF in hertz, and phi is flux per pole in Webers. So we know the fundamental formula of KD. KD is a distribution factor, and we know the formula, that is sine m beta by 2 divided by m sine beta by 2, and we know the also formula of pitch factor, that is called as Kp, and Kp is equal to cos alpha by 2. So the another important factor, that is called as Kf, and this Kf is called as a form factor, and its a standard value is 1.11, and n is equal to speed, that is rotor speed in RPM, not in RPS. It will be a RPM, that is revolution per minute. If one revolution of rotor, that is 60 by n seconds, so that's why the each stator conductors is cut by a flux that is phi p. Therefore d phi is equal to phi p, because as we know that the rate of change of flux is equal to the flux per pole, that is d phi is equal to phi p and dt. So the time required is 60 by n, because this speed in not a second, it will be an rpm, revolution per minute. So that's why the dt is equal to 60 by n. So the next step is that if you want to derive the EMF induced per conductor, that is nothing by the rate of change of flux with respect to time, that is d phi by dt. So we know the formula of d phi, that is phi p, and we know the formula of dt, that is 60 by n. So substitute this formula into that equation, we will give the fundamental equation of EMF induced per conductor, that is phi n p by 60. So this in terms of rpm, not in rps, it will be in terms of rpm. And we know the fundamental formula, that is n is equal to 120f upon p. So to this formula, that is n is equal to 120f upon p into equation number 1, will get the average GMF induced per conductor. So in that particular equation, we are only substituting the value of n. So while substituting the value of n, we'll get the equation, that is phi p divided by 60 into 120f upon 120f by p. So by cancelling the various terms, that is p by p and 60 j2 that is 120, so we'll get the equation number 2, that is 2 phi jf. So this is the equation of average EMF induced per conductor while substituting the values of speed into that particular thing. So next line, if there are z number of conductors in series per phase. So we want to add this number of conductors, therefore the average EMF per phase equal to 2 f phi z. F is frequency, phi is flux, and z is equal to number of conductors. So this is the equation number 3. But we know that z is equal to 2t, means the number of conductors is equal to t is equal to number of turns or coil side, because as we know that in a single conductor there are 2 coil sides, so that's why z is equal to 2t. So substitute that value into equation number 3, we'll get the equation, that is average EMF per phase equal to 2 f phi into 2t is equal to 4 f phi t in terms of volt. So this will be the equation of average EMF per phase while the value of substituting the value of z, that is z is equal to 2t. So the next line, the RMS EMF per conductor, so that is a root mean square value of EMF per conductor, we want to multiply with the help of form factor, and we know the fundamental formula for the form factor, that is 1.11. so it will basically give you the value of 4.44 f phi t. So this will be the equation number 5. So influencing the form factor and pitch factor and distribution factor, the equation of EMF is given by, that is the average EMF equation of alternator is given by, that is 4 into kf into kf is a form factor, kd is a distribution factor, and kp is a pitch factor, into f is a frequency, phi is a flux, and t is equal to turns. So it will give you the value of EMF induced in the alternator, that is 4.44 kp kd f phi t. So this is the required expression of EMF induced in a alternator. So the equation of EMF induced in the alternator is nothing but the various values of form factor, the various values of pitch factor, the various values of distribution factor, the various values of frequency, the various values of flux, and the various values of turns. So the EMF equation is given by the fundamental equation, and this will be the very important equation while solving the various problems in concern with the EMF induced in a alternator, that is 4.44 kp kd f phi t. So thank you very much.